Hello. For Chapter 9, the test with the proportions, then you want to open the Excel file that's hypothesis testing proportions. And you just plug in where the gray is. So if we look at this one, test the claim that the proportion of people who own cats is smaller than 60% at 0.005. So smaller than 60% would mean less than. And we're using a proportion, because it says proportion, so it would be one of the P ones. And in this case, you know what, let me put the answers up there. Come on. Oh, there we go. Show answers. There we go. I picked this one because the sentences were shorter. So it's going to be less than here, because we want to show that less than 60%, smaller than 60%. Because it's pointing left, it's a left tail. Now to find your values, significance level is up here, 0.005. It's a, yeah, 0.005. And then sample size, 800 people. The number that said yes, 56%. So you can even put it here if you don't want to calculate it. You put equals 800 times is an asterisk 56%, 0.56. So that was, whoops, 448. And then the population proportion, that's from the null hypothesis, is 0.6. They want us to find the test statistic and the p-value. P-value is here. Test statistic should be right above. Yeah, negative 2.31 right here is your test statistic. And then the p-value, we were doing a left tail, so it's the top one, 0.01. And then if the p-value is less than alpha, so p-value is 0.01, alpha was 0.005. So p-value is greater than alpha. Fail to reject. Do not reject. So you just plug in here, and then anything they ask for, if they want critical values, they're over here. Test statistic is here. P-values, and they even tell you on the test what to look for. I guess we could do one more. Well, that's the same question. Okay, so on this one, a well-known brokerage firm executive claimed that 30% of investors are currently confident of meeting their investment goals. An XYV investor conducted over a 2-week period found that the sample of 600 people, 21% of them said they were confident in meeting their goal. Test the claim that the proportion of people who are confident is smaller than 30%. So smaller than 30% would be less than, which would be a left tail because it's going left. And we'll re-enter our values. we wanted to test significance level right here, 0.1. And then sample size, they did a sample of 2 weeks, 600 people. 21% of them said they were confident, so 21% of 600. When you click on here, then you can go equals 0.21 times 600 gives you 126, and then the proportion was 0.3. That's from the null hypothesis. Gives your test statistic negative 4.811, which is what we have here. And then this one, the p-value, we were doing a left tail, so it's the top one. Now, notice you want to be careful. This point, -7, means that we're moving to the left 7 units. And that's why you get the 0. Because this would be, right here, it would be 0.123456, and then the 752. Because this is in scientific notation. Same thing with the 2 tail. That would move 6 units. And so that's why it's 0. And 0 is less than alpha because alpha was 0.1 on top. And so you reject the null hypothesis. If the p-value is less than alpha, reject the null hypothesis from right here.